Hello, Cancer. This is Soul from Intuitive Tarot here to look at your week ahead starting July 14th, 2025. Cancer, I hope all is well. Welcome any new subscribers to my channel. I definitely appreciate you. The deck I am using will be listed in the description box. Not reading any reversals. And with that being said, I want to wish all my Cancers who are celebrating their birthday this upcoming week a very happy and safe birthday celebration. All right, so the deck that I am using also, Cancer, has 7 chakras. So if you receive any of the chakras, I will definitely speak about them and what it may mean to you in terms of your reading. Okay, energies for my crabs, energies for my Cancer. What's coming towards Cancer this week? What is the energy towards coming towards Cancer? I'm sorry. All right, energies towards Cancer. Okay, so let's cut the deck. And Cancer, you'll notice I'll just throw all the cards down that I want to put in place, and then I'll just do a recap. All right, so Cancer, we're going to start off with the first card in energy for us. We have the material and spiritual prosperity. That's the Six of Pentacles. Here's our first chakra. It's the throat chakra. Next up is accelerated motion. That's communication card in flight. Eight of Wands. Then we have the discontent and boredom, but I don't read this as such. This is the Four of Cups, socializing. We have the major arcana, the Magician. We have our second chakra here, Cancer. Following that, we have our next card up, major arcana, the World card. Okay, universe, opportunities. Then we have foundation and achievements. That's the Four of Wands. That's the happiness card. In addition, Cancer, we have our third chakra, solar plexus chakra. Up next here, Cancer, we have the major arcana, the transformation, death card. Next up is Ace of Cups, love begins. Next card up here is the High Priestess, intuition. All right, so this is our spread for this week. Let me go ahead and recap the energies here for you, Cancer, to see exactly what could be going on. The material and spiritual prosperity is the Six of Pentacles. Definitely, you can see she's standing out there in front of, she's standing somewhere, but then in front of her, there's water shooting up. So that could just all, represent that someone could be, simply just going through, possibly doing some window shopping or something like that. I always assign or associate that card with people who are in like Las Vegas, and they're there on a vacation or something like that. And what is the casino that has the shooting water? I think it's Bellagio, but I always get that energy. But it could be any person standing in front of. It could be in your community where, or the place of where you are employed, where there's great landscaping and maybe shooting, not necessarily shooting waters, but it could be fountains. Typically, this material and spiritual prosperity simply means that it's a card of gift giving and charity. So you could be receiving a gift, Cancer. It is for those who are celebrating their birthday. You could be receiving a gift from family members, friends, romantic partners, or you could be giving someone a gift. You could also be receiving an apology, Cancer, from someone who may have slighted you in the past. Also, too, coming out of this card, you could also be receiving a pay raise, a modest pay raise. All right, that's the material and spiritual prosperity. Up next is the throat chakra. I always read the throat chakra as the type of energy where, it's in the center of your neck. And it represents, some form of ability to speak up or communicate and make sure that, when you communicate, that you are communicating clearly and effectively to whoever you are speaking to. It also too would represent, if it is showing up in your spread, it could represent some sort of imbalance where oftentimes I pick up someone may be experiencing a sore throat, but I also get that someone could be doing, community speaking, public speaking, um, something that you just need to express, or it could be just regarded as having to communicate in general. Okay, but I feel that there's something going on, possibly with the not necessarily going on, but the throat chakra represents those things that I just mentioned, having to speak up clearly about what your intentions are when it comes to communications, public speaking, someone having a sore throat. Um, it could also represent some form of shyness as well. Um, and could, that shyness that may lead to some sort of increased anxiety if you have difficulty in expressing yourself or speaking in public. All right, so that's the throat chakra. Accelerated motion is the Eight of Wands. Here we have a woman standing there looking up at the skies, the stars. I always get with this particular card here that there's a female specifically that I'm could be talking about. Either there's a female that's about to be in flight to come visit you, Cancer, or Cancer, you're the female that's about to go um, in flight to visit someone else. Okay, but this represents the Eight of Wands, and this is the card of communication. It follows the throat chakra. So effective communication. Again, what you need to express to others, you shall express freely and get it out there, and it will be received well by them. And then any communication on, coming towards you by others will be received by you. If you are going to travel, you are going to be safe to and from. The Eight of Wands also is the fast approaching energy that may come in to put some sort of smile on your face. It could be an element or a touch of surprise. The smile that could come to you, Cancer, could be from a phone call that you receive. It could come from something you receive in the mail. It can include packages. If you were on the online, ordering packages, that energy will be coming this week. Also, you could receive some sort of good news through a text message. Next card up is discontent and boredom. I don't read that as discontent and boredom. This is my socializing card. It's the Four of Cups, equal number of cups. Energy of what you give is what you're going to get back. This is usually how I see it, is spending quality time with family members, friends, romantic partners, in the means of celebrating, okay? And some of that celebration, Cancer, could be taking place at eating at, diners or restaurants. So that's the Four of Cups. The next one up is the Magician, Major Arcana. This is awareness. Any ring around a character's head in this particular deck just highlights some level of spirituality. It could also indicate some level of spiritual protection. However, I read the magician first, first and foremost on the positive end. There's two sides to that magician. What we're trying to manifest in terms of our wants and desires that we want to occur or happen in our life. So whatever it is, Cancer, is it more money? Is it a new home? Is it a new job? Change of career? Is it whatever you can put your energy towards that you may have been praying for, um, you know, doing possibly mantras or affirmations, continue to do so, Cancer. Throw that energy out there into the universe, or whoever it is, that is your higher source of who you pray to. Throw it out there, leave it alone, stay in alignment with that energy, Cancer, and, just walk away from it, going about your business. Just keep the faith and be patient to know that whatever it is that you're wanting, or the desire that you're wanting to occur or happen in your life, will come to you eventually. The next card up is the third eye chakra. And that third eye chakra could, for me, in terms of how I see it, um, of course, it's located in the center of the forehead, right? So it represents your intuition. It represents foresight. Um, it also definitely would be anything in terms of being open. So openness in your imagination. But I also read the third eye chakra as someone possibly either wearing glasses or having contacts, or they could be having an appointment with the optometrist this week. That's what I always get from the third eye chakra. Okay, so Anything involving your intuition being enlightened or enhanced, that's the third eye chakra. Next card up is the major arcana of the world. There's a chapter of energy, Cancer, surrounding us that's coming to an end. A new chapter is about to open up. And then always with the world card brings about opportunities that could come to you knowingly or unknowingly, right? The world card also represents all relationships. Next one up after that is the foundation and achievements. That's the Four of Wands, the happiness card. You can see the family here in front of the home. Now, even though this is the happiness card here, I see the family in front of the home. I always talk about someone could be deciding to relocate to a different area. It also could be, thinking about purchasing some sort of home or property. Okay, you see the family may be looking at a future house to live in. It could be this, it's always shared happiness inside the structure of a building with others, but celebrations come forth, birthdays, anniversaries. This could be engagements, proposals, weddings could be taking place as well. Couples who may decide to move in with one another. Family members who decide to move in with one another. Could be friends who decide to move in with one another. It's always about that happiness, sharing it with others inside of a structure of a building. Okay, so going back here to the third chakra that we have received, that's the solar plexus chakra. In the case of the solar plexus chakra, Cancer, it is located below the chest. It represents our self-esteem. It also could represent any forms of pleasure or willpower. Um, what else? Personal, responsibility. If there's, if it's shown up here for you and you're dealing with any types of imbalances, it could be related to low self-esteem, control issues, or manipulative tendencies. And also, too, it would be regarded as a misuse of power if it is any forms of imbalances related to this solar plexus chakra. Next card up here after that is the transformation card. That's the death card. So there is some sort of ending that's coming to a close for us, Cancer. Is what you can identify that needs to be put to an end or put to rest. Then once you're able to identify that energy, something new is definitely going to replace it. I always assign the simplest thing to this transformation card, death card. It never ever means actual death. It just means that there's something that we need to get rid of, that needs to come to an end. And whatever, we can, identify what needs to come to it. Yeah, whatever we need to identify to come to an end will come to an end. And then when it's ended, then something new replaces it. Okay. All right. I don't know why I struggled with that. But anyway, the next card up here is Love Begins. This is the Ace of Cups, Cancer. So around you, there's pregnancy news, of course. Someone could be giving birth to a child, but also, too, it could be an offering of a job for someone out there. The Ace of Cups in your spread could indicate already that you're receiving that love, devotion, dedication, commitment to those you are closest to, family members, friends, romantic partners. It could be even co-workers. The Ace of Cups has the ability, Cancer, to bring together platonic friendship as well as romantic partnerships. The last card here in your spread is the intuition card. That's the High Priestess, making sure you are paying attention to your intuition, Cancer. Definitely the High Priestess, number 2, would represent relationships. However, you could be shielding secrets from someone, Cancer, someone shielding secrets from you. Also, I always seem to get there could be some sort of development of someone liking on you or crushing on you, or you could be doing that to someone else. Okay, but the most important thing, to grasp out of this High Priestess intuition card is to be patient. She advises you to be patient on anything that's going on for you or occurring for you this week, and also making sure you definitely are paying attention to your intuition. She's here to help guide you in that matter. All right, so this is what I have for us this week, Cancer. Remember, as always, I'm just here to interpret these messages the best that I can for you. Take what's going to work for you, leave the rest alone. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. You guys have a safe, great week ahead. Always come back here, Cancer, to get more of these messages from me, and I'll talk to you soon. Ciao.